I just stood there and stared at him, suddenly hyper-aware of the divorce papers I'd left lying on the kitchen table in front of him. Part of me wanted to agree that the separation was hard and stupid, but the other part saw the strength I'd gained from it. I had done things I never would have done if we'd stayed together. He had changed too. He was starting a business. He was grateful for things he'd never even noticed before. The separation had changed us both. Derick hung his head again. This time he sat down at the kitchen table. He looked completely defeated. I cringed, knowing what lay beneath his now closed eyes. Would he completely give up on us if he saw them? Would I care if he did? Would he think I had given up? I suppose I had. But in that moment, I wanted nothing more than to hide them. I looked away, hoping he'd get up and leave without any more discussion. "You had them drawn up?" He finally spoke, his voice cracking as his eyes took in the papers laying in front of him. "I didn't sign them until this morning. After—" He picked them up, flipping through the pages. "You signed them after you thought I'd kissed someone?" "Well, yeah, like you wouldn't have done the same." He looked between me and the papers for a moment, with little emotion, until finally his mouth turned into a thin line, and he stared right through me. "No, I wouldn't have." He whispered the words so softly I couldn't tell if he was sad or angry. I felt bad, but also annoyed. How did he know what he would have done? I hadn't made him think I'd kissed someone. To be fair, I guess he hadn't either, but he wasn't in my shoes and he didn't know why I had chosen to do what I did. I opened my mouth to argue, but was cut short. "Do you know why I wouldn't have?" He stared on, as if he could see through me. I shook my head. "Because this is worth fighting for. I should have fought before now. I'm sorry I didn't." His eyes finally met mine with a determination I don't think I'd ever seen them hold. The air seemed as if it was being sucked from the room as my heart began to pound within my chest. "Give me some time, Ives." His face was intense. I'd never seen him so determined and resolute. He took a step toward me. "Let me show you that I've changed, that we've changed, and that this," he motioned between the two of us, "is worth fighting for." I knew he meant what he was saying, and I wanted so badly to believe that his words were the prelude to action. But the past 16 years had taught me otherwise. "How long, Derick? How long are we supposed to wait while we make each other unhappy and do things that hurt each other? It's not fair to drag it on." My hands fell at my sides, and I shook my head. "I won't hurt you. Not ever again. I know I have now. I know I've been an idiot and I took you for granted." He sighed deeply and brushed his hand through his dark curly hair. "Give me 2 weeks. All I am asking is until Christmas. Please? 12 days to prove to you that I will do anything to make this work. There's still love here, Ivy. You know there is." "Sometimes love isn't enough," I said. My words sounded callous, but I didn't regret them. "But if it's real love, it's a start, a solid foundation. If it's love, it can be the reason to make our changes permanent." His blue-gray eyes bore into mine. He sounded like some love ballad, and I wondered if he'd practiced before now. 12 days couldn't hurt. It seemed less sad to wait until after Christmas to finalize the divorce anyway. "Fine, I can wait 12 days. But you have to promise that if we both don't feel committed to this 100% at the end, that you'll sign the papers and we can be civil and mature about the whole thing." "Deal. But you have to try too." "I've always—" "You used to," Derick said, interrupting me. "You haven't tried to make it work since the separation. You've worked on yourself, your business, and the kids, and I don't fault you for that. But you wrote me off the day I left the house. You know it, and I know it. Please, give me one more chance. Try to see me differently, like you used to."